about a minute away from the inn as Big Rudy hauls the cart, and several. So Wilhelm and Wrath leaped onto the back of the cart.
Okay,
Rudy
let's
is
go
hauling it
home.
in her enlarged form, and Wrath has hypnotized the pursuing werewolves temporarily. But you've got about a minute before Big Rudy is no longer Big Rudy, and before those werewolves are snapping out of their hypnotic pattern. So what are you going to do?
I'm still pulling the cart as Big Rudy. We
Right.
have less than a minute now. Let's do this.
I start like rifling around in your cloak, and I'm like, you have these patches. Are any of them horses? Do you have horses here? We need horses.
I drew little pictures on them to help me remind me. And it's,
What's this one a picture of?
don't worry about it. That's Bruce's. And I'm going to reach in and pull out. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. I can't find it. A riding horse with saddlebags. And
That is in the
It is one of the patches in the robe of useful items. So Wilhelm and me are frantically searching my body, and we find the patch, and I rip it off, and I throw it 15 feet ahead of Rudy.
the horse springs into existence, galloping on the way. What are you going to do?
I have a rope, and I'm going to tie the rope to the saddle bags. Is that how we attach a cart?
I think you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I feel like somewhere along the way you know how to attach a horse maybe to a cart.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
And
might
even
not,
even if it's
but
like
Rudy does.
the Jerry Riggs version of the horse attaching to the cart.
So I attach it, and then is it secure? How do I know if it's secure?
Give it a pull.
Okay, so you are going to take the rope and just latch the riding horse that is just spawned into existence from a magic coat
Yep.
to a cart. As it's in motion, or are you stopping the cart?
I'm stopping the cart.
We're doing like a quick like
like a
when
pit stop?
race
Pit stop,
cars-
yeah.
We're doing a pit stop.
Yeah.
Quick
Okay.
pit stop.
For a moment, lash the creature to
I'll help.
the cart.
I'll help. I have rope as well.
Okay.
I can help do the other side.
Okay. Who is taking the lead on lashing on doing the raking here with the rope?
I will, I guess.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay, give me an animal handling check.
Woo! Well, that was 10.
Okay, so you tie your horse to your cart just as you shrink back down to normal size.
All right, boys, I'm gonna ride on this horse and make sure it goes as fast as lightning. Sound good?
Sounds good. I'm going to tend to your leg's still bleeding, Wrath.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I'm gonna tend to Wrath.
All right. I hop on the horse and I go.
All right,
Yeehaw.
each of you can roll me a d6.
Classic.
Woo-hoo.
2.
4.
Okay, as you ride through the main drag of the village, the hooded lanterns on the other stolen horses at your side, the cart barrels through the town center, and as it does, the other Steel Fang warriors haven't quite put together what's just happened, and you are able to proceed through town just as the howls begin resounding from the nearby wilderness and from the village square. Where are you going to take your spoils?
There was the camp that we were at with the hooded lanterns. Should we try to bring it back there, or are the Steel Fangs going to follow us?
I wouldn't go back there if we're trying to lead them away.
Where do we lead them to?
Yeah, the Elias Drexel said he was weak. and they
Worst case,
they
he
would
dies.
Be, hey, that's what you wanted. This is perfect. Let's bring it back.
No, sorry, it was a bad, we shouldn't do that.
Okay, then we shouldn't go back. I'm sure the wolves can smell us.
I mean, this changes things. Our original plan was to grab the cart and take it to battle the Countess, but I don't think we knew that the Steel Fangs were werewolves. Come to think of it now, their name seems a little more appropriate. I think I understand.
Yeah, they really wore it on their sleeve there.
Yeah, there were a lot of clues now.
Looking back.
I mean, I say we keep going as far as we can, but I don't think staying in the middle of the city is gonna help town. It's gonna help. Do we have allies in the city that can help us?
The city's too dangerous now with the Steel Fangs all around, but with most of the Steel Fangs here,
What about
The druid.
Fastbender? Or the druid? Yeah.
we could go there.
Yeah, he had this air of.
Now, didn't the Druid originally attempt to send us to the lodge to meet with the Steel Fangs?
He did. Yeah.
I'm not sure where the alliances are anymore. I think this needs to be investigated further.
Everyone seems to be a monster.
So you're currently driving the cart in motion out of town. If you're gonna have to choose a direction now, otherwise you're going to risk not keeping in motion enough and and possibly risk them catching up to you.
Does what is she called? Leia Fastbender.
Yeah.
Does she have a stable?
She does not have she does have a servants outbuilding, but her manor is in town. Yes.
The closer we are to danger, the further we are from harm. Not a rule, just a fact. What if we need to deal with this Steel Fang situation?
We do.
What if we ride this cart right out to the lodge?
Directly to him?
I mean, we just rescued the cart from them, so that might not be a good idea, but I don't know
Should we
where...
check what's in the cart first,
Yeah,
just to make sure?
Can we do a quick inventory?
I say we go to.
You guys can all roll me a d6.
Ah!
Wilhelm and I wanna.
6.
4.
Okay. There are Rudy, give me a perception check.
16.
There are a group of massive wolves chasing after you. They are gaining on you really, really quickly. If you don't give me, whatever direction you go now, they're going to catch you within probably the next minute. They're moving faster than your car can go.
I say let's go to the lodge then. They're gonna get us anyways. Might as well go see if we can meet them where they're at.
This is a situation that needs to be dealt with. We might as well go and talk to their leader. And since they're chasing us, maybe they won't kill us if we present ourselves as not a threat.
Maybe.
Okay. So
It's a bad plan.
to head
logic.
towards the lodge, you'll need to turn around. And so as you start turning the cart around, the hooded lanterns are like, what are you doing? I thought we were meeting back up with the commander.
You go on ahead. We'll meet you there.
The commander's too weak to bring all these wolves his way. You let him know where we're headed, to the lodge.
We'll split up. That'll just defer the wolves.
We can't
All right.
lure the wolves back to a live Strexel. They'll eat them alive.
Alive! Alive!
Okay. So in that case,
What happens when it's put on the spot?
so this is the kind
My
of
leg hurts.
this is like the country road leading out of town. So you're kind of passing by like an old farmstead and a little quaint little cottage and several of the trees around. There's the dirt sort of road in the middle. Move those hay bales just anywhere.
Actually,
The ones in the middle.
are any of the hooded lanterns in the wagon with us? Or did they all were able to get horses?
They're kind of riding two to a horse.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And so with that,
Sweet.
yeah, This might. We'll see how this goes for you guys. Interesting decision.
I'm laying down. I had a big day. Ooh, baby.
Okay. You've got maybe 4 or 5 rounds before they catch up to you. What are you gonna do before they kind of get in range, like engagement range, essentially?
I mean, we could hide in one of these outbuildings and see what's what. And
Like to clarify, they can see you and you can see them.
oh,
Yeah.
I don't think hiding's gonna do it, Rudy. They're gaining on us.
all right. If we can fortify, then at least to maybe talk to them rather than going straight into battle, maybe that'll help us a little bit. Get them, take us back to their leader.
Yeah, and how many of them are there?
There are 5. 2 of them are gigantic wolves, the size of dire wolves, with kind of this bright, almost orange-yellow fur. 2 of them are smaller timber wolves that are black furred, and a third is kind of this gray-haired wolf that is the size of a regular timber wolf. But the 5 of them are very clear, and they're not werewolves. These are wolves that are rushing towards you in pursuit.
Raph, you're basically one of them. Talk to them. Tell them that we want to speak to them.
I'm worried they haven't finished the job and that they'll just go after my other leg. I don't know if I have... Can I talk in wolf? I try to speak in wolf.
Do you know wolf?
I draw upon the...
I think you're making a lot of assumptions about what's going to happen to you based on the fact that you got bitten by a werewolf.
Yeah. Brad thinks he could maybe...
Wrath, you're not part of their pack. They're not going to accept you. They're still going to try to rip your head off. So,
Raph, that sound didn't even sound
You
like
guys
a
can roll
wolf.
for initiative.
Oh,
yay.
no.
This plan is going well. Back at it.
Oh, shut up.
This is a terrible plan.
It's fine. Oh, is Bruce,
He's here.
is he here? Good to see you.
Okay. I hope you guys rolled well for initiative.
No.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Great. First up, what do we got for initiative?
24.
24 for Wilhelm?
22.
22 for Rudy? Those are cheater rolls. Sound like cheater rolls to me.
No.
2.
That doesn't sound like a cheater roll.
That was...
I wasted my crit on initiative.
You have to remember I have a weapon of warning and a +8.
I
There is no cheater rule.
rolled a 1.
Just really good.
Brad is just so focused on his leg. He's trying to... He's still trying to use...
Trying to change.
Okay. Okay. So this is what we got. It's gonna work. Did I get all of them on the board? No, I didn't.
So right now we're trying to turn the cart around.
Are we? Yeah.
Right?
Are they coming from in front of us?
Yeah, you guys are in a collision course with each other.
Yes. Yes, because we turned the
Yeah.
cart around and we're going back.
And so because Rudy is driving the wagon will move on Rudy's turn as long as Rudy, you drive it, basically. Okay? Wilhelm, it is your turn though. What are you gonna do?
I thought we were trying not to kill them. This is confusing.
Your turn.
Yeah,
want to avoid killing them.
You can kill
We
these
also want to
ones.
avoid them killing us.
Yeah, it's more important.
Oh, this is tough.
I don't know what your book says.
Nothing about fighting wolves, oddly.
You can add it in after today.
Wilhelm is going to ready an action
Okay.
to fire his crossbow at the wolves if they like leap to attack. But I'm going to use my turn to yell out to them and say, we would like a parley with your leader. We demand the right of parley. And I yell that out, and I load my crossbow just in case.
Okay. As you do, the creatures. So, one of the creatures, the gray and white wolf in the center, shifts its form. It is a rather lithe woman wearing animal pelts with bits of armor and clearly parts of like a steel fang uniform, perhaps an officer of some kind. She has a darker complexion and a shave. Otherwise, though she's kind of like her hair is partially shaven, except for these long braids that are kind of in an erratic pattern over her hair. And as she shifts out of her wolf form, if you want to replace the middle wolf with that one for me, Kelly, she's holding a spear that is tipped with mistletoe. And several other herbs, and she's got a shield on her back. No, not the big one. The middle one at the back.
The white, the one in the back.
Yeah. And she says, she cries out, "Very well, we can parley." And as she does so, bolts of lightning start appearing in her eyes, and a cloud of storms starts forming up in the air above you, with rumbling thunder in the air. But if you move, you're not going to like what you're going to find. You're going to get shocked by the result. Rudy, it's your turn.
I immediately pull on the reins of the horses to stop them.
Okay.
And I say, if you mean what you say, we're willing to talk if you are. But no, if you're willing to fight, we're going to put up a fight. We don't want to hurt you. That's not our intent. But if we can talk, let's talk.
Okay. With that, the others of the group of wolves, they stop. They're moving towards you, but they all still their hairs are standing on end and they're growling audibly, like they are ready to just leap forward at a moment's notice.
Thank you for watching. I arrived home again, so I'm gonna stop the stream, do some more housework, eat dinner first, I guess.